Hi. So in this process of cleaning out my hobbies and interests, origami is gonna go. This is one of the longest standing ones. I've been doing it since I was a teen, just occasionally, like once every 5 to 10 years. So there's not enough time for all the interests in life. One thing that was really cool was, this book on kusudama, and you actually have to use thread to put all the pieces together to make like a giant flower ball. So those are really pretty decoratively. And two things I'm going to show today are bookmark. It's just making these little corner tabs that you can slip into a book because it's really functional. So I like using little 4x4 sheets of paper to do those. And a captain's ship story, because I think that's a fun interactive thing. If I were to do anything else with origami, it would probably be that. Just play, toys, little frogs that hop, paper airplanes. Or also just looking into, I think it's fascinating, the research on how to use it in engineering, that NASA uses it to fold things into rocket ships, and even there are brands that are using it for technology, like this MOFT brand. It just magnetizes to the back of your phone and it folds out, and it's got this little stand built in. I don't know if you can see that it's going to drop down and lock, and it's pretty rigid, so it'll stay up however you kind of want to angle your phone. So, the applications of origami are really cool, and I'm just gonna show you those two things before I pack in this hobby.
Every age has its turn. Every branch of the tree has to learn.
So this is the origami handbook. I did put a bookmark in here already, so you can kind of just see it at work. It just slips onto the page corner. This is the instructions for it. I picked a happy little yellow. I actually like the blue-yellow combo, but you mainly see one color. So the first step is just to do a triangle. As you can see, I was having a little trouble doing it on the book page, but as long as you line up like a straight, you see like there's nothing overlapping, then you'll get nice clean folds, and you'll get the result you're looking for. So triangle, then we're going to fold this down to touch just about the middle. And they have tools. They have like these things that you can use to get nice sharp creases. It depends what kind of paper. This is very thin, so your fingernails are fine. If you're using like oak tag or something tougher, then you might want to use that tool. So then we're going to fold this. We're making a little envelope almost is what it looks like. Right? This side. The other side. There we go. See, just trying to keep things paralleled and lined up. You don't have to go too crazy. Now I'm going to fold this up along this blue line here to the top. Get those creases. The other side. I'm a little off base here at the center. The other one. Just moving quickly. And that's pretty much it. Now we're just going to tuck these little pieces that we folded. We got those nice creases inside. And you have a cute little, well, in this case, because the paper is two colors, you have a little two-color bookmark. So I can go ahead and stick this on the corner of the page and make it easy to find my place later. And these are just how-tos for your reference. Okay, so we are here in something of a blanket fort. Not my best work, but I just felt like the captain's story should be told inside of a blanket fort. So we have our boat, and we are telling the tale of the captain's story. I'm gonna put this aside. So there was a captain. He was not very clever, and he went sailing in a paper boat. And to his horror, a storm rolled in, and a big crash of lightning came, and it tore off the prow of the ship. So he's sailing along hoping that was it, but no, a second stroke of lightning comes, and it tears off the stern of the ship. So he's trying to just have the boat drift along and make it back to shore, but unfortunately a gust of wind came along in this crazy storm, and it took down the mast and the sails. There was no hope for the captain. So night came, and eventually morning. And all that was left was the captain's shirt floating on the high seas.